How's it going, Nana? Ryder, Stellan? Good to see you guys. Got Heritage School in the house. How's it going? All right, we're gonna jump on in. I'm gonna start off today saying thank you guys so much for joining. As always, much obliged and really appreciate you taking your time to participate. Definitely let me know if you have any questions about anything and any comments. Always appreciate all that good stuff. We've got a few more amazing producers, small little boutiques, and kind of a fun projects going on for today's lineup. We've got a really fun producer known as TP Reserve, kind of poking fun at the current state of affairs. And then we're also doing wines out of Coombsville by Bydand Wines. And then they're also finishing up with Skipstone Winery up in Alexander Valley in Sonoma County. So super excited to check these guys out. And we're going to start off with TP Reserve. Alright. So again, we've got 12 wines we're tasting today. The TP Reserve wines, we're going to do a Chard, a Grenache, and a red blend. The Chard goes for $24.99, same with the Grenache, and then the red blend is $34.99. And then we're going to check out 5 wines from Bydand. We're going to do a Chardonnay for $42. We're going to do 2 Pinot Noirs, 48 and 58, and then we're going to do a red blend and a Cabernet Sauvignon, both at $75. And then Skipstone, we're going to check out a Viognier. Super excited about that. That goes for $70. We're doing a Merlot heavy blend, proprietary red blend for $70 as well. And then we have a Right Bank blend, Cab Franc heavy on that guy, and Merlot, and that's $180. And then we're going to finish off with their Cab Oliver's blend at $165. So cannot wait to check these out. Mark Eagle in the house, how's it going? Good to see you, sir. Okay, so starting off with the TP Reserve wine. I'm going to check out their Chardonnay first. So this is a super fun, exciting project that Grant Long and Megan Long have put together. You may know them. We've taken a lot of our guests to a couple of their other properties, as we love everything that they do. Aonair and Reverie Miscellaneous Wines. Grant also produces for some other clients and so forth. But for all those toilet paper hoarders out there, Grant thought it'd be really fun to kind of enjoy life and have a little humor during these crazy times. And he started an awesome wine called TP Reserve, and you can see it has a really nice roll of toilet paper. They're doing some really fun marketing with this. You should definitely check out their TikTok video, and on their website they got some fun stuff of tending to the toilet paper rolls and making sure they're coming along so they can get their hoarding on. It's a project out of Napa Valley. The Chardonnay and the Cab are both sourced from fruit in Napa Valley, and then the Grenache that he's doing is out of El Dorado County. Great price points on these guys. Kind of, again, really perfect for this quarantine time, kind of everyday drinkers. Really, really awesome. So starting off with the Chardonnay, this is first vintage 2018, or today for the wines, and then 3,000 case production. So awesome stuff. Grant, great friend of ours with Megan. Love them dearly. Grant's been a huge mentor to me personally. They've become a great friend. Both of them were at our wedding, and love everything they do, and super excited to share this new project with you guys. So 2019 Chardonnay, so that's about 3 months in once used oak, so just a little touch of it. It's 14.1% alcohol, and then again $24.99 for the price point there. So let's jump on in. Really nice peach and melon on the aroma. A little lemon zest. Kind of just a hint of oak. Ooh, nice lychee fruit on the palate. Pear, also picking up that lemon zest again on the palate. Really nice. Really light, refreshing. This has got just a freshness to this. Really, really yummy. On the finish, pick up some lemon again. Quick to medium finish, not too crazy. Balanced acidity, and just a nice light mouthfeel with this. Really refreshing again. Oh, that's wonderful. Pair this with like some mixed cheeses, charcuterie, nice preserves, little fresh honey. Awesome, awesome pairing. So next we're going to move on to their Grenache. Skipstone in the house, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Steve at Eno Vaults, what's up? Nick with Parada Tours, how's it going? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so checking out their Grenache, a 2018 vintage on this guy. Great price point is this as well, $24.99. This is 12 months in once used barrels. Pure Grenache, which is very exciting, 14.7% alcohol. We're doing a couple Rhones today, which is a lot of fun. So Grenache and Viognier we're going to check out later. It's from the Rhone area of France. Usually you'll see GSM blends, as they're referred, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. And Grenache is a big component of that. It's slightly heavier than a Pinot Noir, but still on that lower end of the scale. It's lighter than a Merlot, lighter than Sangiovese or Barbera, but just really refreshing. Showcases a lot of cherry characteristics. It's usually a big dead ringer for Grenache. So 2018 vintage again, coming from El Dorado County. So El Dorado County is heading up into the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas. And then wonderful growing region for a lot of the Spanish, Italian, and even the Rhone varietals up there do really, really well. High elevation, get some nice heat. Let's check this out. Alright, nice cranberry on the nose, picking up some rhubarb, definitely getting that cherry again as I mentioned. It's a little cedar wood, tobacco. Light mouthfeel, again from earlier tasting these about 4 hours ago. It's definitely opened up really nicely. A little more expansive on the palate here. Again, picking up the cherry and the cranberry. Hint of white pepper. That's wonderful. Easy drinking red. Nice quick finish. Mild tannins on this guy, not overpowering in any sense of the word. Balanced acidity. Really good. Mark Simon, thanks for joining us. We'd love to host Inglewood. Good to see for you, sir. Nathan Smith in the house from Italy. Thanks, Dad. Good to see you, sir. That's awesome. Do some nice like roasted duck with this, or a quail would be fantastic pairing. Awesome, awesome wine, Grant. Thanks again. That was their 2018 Grenache from El Dorado County, $24.99. And then we're going to finish with the red wine blend. This is predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon at 64% Cab, 25% Merlot, and then 11% Petit Verdot. So a Bordeaux blend in style. This is 14.8% on the alcohol, 16 months in once used oak barrels, and then $34.99 for this guy. All the fruits coming from Napa Valley, kind of sourcing from a couple different appellations. Josie in the house, how's it going? Nice roasted coffee on the nose. Getting some cracked pepper, anise, plum. That's great. Had some nice toasted coconut picking up on the palate. Fig jam, black cherry, cola, a little bacon fat or kind of pork fat on that. A slight gaminess, that's really nice. That's a nice little layer there. Smoked cherry on the finish. Definitely a longer finish on this wine, medium finish. Round tannins on this, not overpowering, not getting attacked. Really good balance on this. This is phenomenal. Cotovino, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Awesome. So yeah, red wine blend 2018 again, all from Napa Valley Fruit, $34.99. Awesome price point. Definitely reach out to us again if you would like to check out any of these wines. All the wineries are offering some special pricing and kind of awesome little arrangements and so forth. But Grant, Megan, fantastic wine. Love seeing you guys and always evolving and coming out with new ideas and taking risks and chances. Great lineup. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you guys again and having a beer with you, Grant. Cheers. All right. Do a little shuffle. All right, so next we're going to move on to Bydand wines. Really excited about this project. This is Colin Gordon's good buddy of mine. I met Colin a couple years ago when he was working at this premier amazing winery up in the north of Napa and Calistoga. Colin has an extensive past in the wine industry. He worked under Thomas Rivers Brown for quite some time. Extremely knowledgeable, can definitely geek out with the best of us on rotten grape juice. Worked at Costa Brown back in the early days and helped them out with harvest and winemaking and all that good stuff. Good beer buddy of mine as well. We'd always, afterwards of the tastings and stuff, just completely geek out on the different beers and IPAs and things like that we enjoyed. But Colin Gordon and his family started Bydand. It's a Scottish word meaning remaining constant. Really cool packaging on the logos and the labels and stuff here. I really like the design. I was really impressed by that. Not to get excited about or buy wine by a logo or a label. They three winemakers, mainly Tim Baranek is up top. Colin Gordon's also helping out, and then also Adam Holt. They're located down in Coombsville. They've got 20 acres, 10 of which are planted. And then beautiful grounds here, awesome views, really intimate. Super excited to start doing physical tours versus the virtual ones, which we're also loving still. So we're doing a Chardonnay, 2 different Pinots, and then a red blend and a cab. First vintage was in 2014, and he does a whopping 950 cases with 5 wines. So all these are really, really small productions, and really excited to share these with you. We're starting off with the Chard. Teresa, thanks so much for joining us again. Always like seeing your face here every week. Okay, so 16 Chardonnay on this guy, $42 a bottle. It's coming out of Sonoma Coast, so far, far west, all the way on the ocean. Pretty remote stuff out there. There's like, I think 2 wineries you can physically visit. This is from a couple of my favorite vineyards. First one being San Giacomo fruit. San Giacomo, I think, is one of the best vineyard sources for Pinot and Chardonnay. It truly speaks to my palate. We did a Chardonnay from another producer yesterday. Actually, we were enjoying on the 95-degree weather we had, and absolutely love them. Great farming, and that vineyard always just sings for Pinot and Chard. And then also coming from the Roberts Road vineyard out there. It's 16 months in the barrel, 20% new oak, 14% alcohol, and then again $42 a bottle. Let's check it out. Alright, nice guava picking up, little green apple, lemon curd. Awesome aromas. Oh, that's yummy. Flintstone coming up. Nice minerality. Not over the top with the 2x4 stick of butter or anything like that. Rich mouthfeel. Nice freshness still to this. Picking up lime, Fuji apple. That's really nice. Mouthfeel's just really delicate. Definitely coating every part. But just a nice subtlety to it. It's not overwhelming at all or cloying or kind of taking like a spoonful of honey, if you will. Really, really balanced. Nice minerality again on the finish here. Long finish, super long finish. This does hang on, which is great again for how delicate that mouthfeel is. I really like that. Oh, that's awesome. Acids are super balanced. Everything's in a really nice harmony with this. Awesome wine, Colin. Delicious Chardonnay. Do a nice river trout with some Beurre Blanc, capers, lemon would be fantastic. Awesome wine. Okay, now we're gonna move on to their first of two Pinots. I think I should just try these side by side. Let's have a riff. So we're gonna do a Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir. This is coming from Rogers Creek Vineyard and also the Amino Vineyard. And then the second Pinot is all from the Amino Vineyard, so just one vineyard doesn't it, which is exciting. $48, $58, 16 months in the barrel, 30% new oak. 16 months in the barrel, 35% new oak. And then really, really nice for both these guys. I'm really excited. Love Pinot Noir. Alright. Okay. Awesome, man. JP Kingsbury in the house. Thanks for joining. Alright. 14.2% alcohol on the Sonoma Coast here. 14.4 on the Amino. A little bit warmer in the Russian River Valley, slightly. Versus Sonoma Coast. Nice ripe cherry on the aromas on the Sonoma Coast Pinot. Definitely picking up some roasted rhubarb. Kind of funnel cake or baking spices. That's got a lot going on with it. Definitely enjoy that. The Amino's a little bit bolder. You can tell off the aromas. Kind of raspberry, cranberry. A little sweet vanilla. Kind of cracked pepper. That's really good. Alright, let's check them out. Big bean cherry on the palate on the Sonoma Coast. A little white pepper, cinnamon as well. That's awesome.
So Austin, as you're tasting those Pinots there,
yes,
I think all of our friends know that we don't discriminate. We drink every varietal. But Mark Eagle wants to know, what's your favorite?
Thank you, Mark, for that question. So yeah, Katie, totally spot on. We love everything red, white, pink, sweet, bubbly. Can never have enough champagne in the house, of course. and as long as the wine's made balanced and so forth. A gun to my head though, my last glass on this earth will be a glass of red, and actually we haven't done one on this show yet. Is Petit Syrah though, is my favorite varietal. Hugely big fan. They're big and bold, like a Cabernet Sauvignon, but a little bit more of the fruit characteristics that I enjoy, kind of to punch you in the jaw, and then also massive tannins, also just to rock you back. For me, the Petites I'm very picky with. They have to be, again, big on both. I'll get some that are huge on the fruit and low on the tannins. Those suck. And then same thing with like kind of lacking on the fruit and just punching you in the jaw with the tannins. I want to get popped with both a big left and a right. My palate's definitely changed after moving to Napa. It was definitely force-fed cabs and so forth. And I will say I've kind of been leaning a little bit more to Pinot land, but still Petit Syrah is my favorite. So thanks, great question, Mark. I'd definitely love to know what your favorite is as well, and everyone else, if you want to chime in with what you like. Curtis, great to see you. Gary Miller, thanks for joining. Awesome Sonoma County Pinot on this guy. On the finish, ripe cherry, medium finish, balanced acidity, mild tannins. Just a nice silky mouthfeel here. Grilled salmon with like an Asian plum sauce would be fantastic with that. And then moving on to the amino, let's check this guy out. Rutherford Cab is fantastic, Mark. Always a fan of those as well. So similar to the Sonoma Coast Pinot on the nose and the palate here. Definitely getting that cherry factor again, but more of like a stewed cherry. Bigger, fuller bodied wine. Still delicate, obviously, Pinot Noir, just in comparison between the two. This has a little bit more weight, I would say. Getting some nice rhubarb, pepper on the palate. That's great. A little earthiness as well. Kind of smoked paprika. Really yummy with the spices. I'm going to finish picking up red currant. Medium to long finish on this guy, hanging on here. Balanced acidity, medium tannins, again, not overtaking anything. Awesome wine, Colin, thanks again. Do like a nice roasted pork chop with this guy, a little apple chutney, maybe some Brussels sprouts or like roasted with some bacon fat would be awesome. Okay. Moving on to the Napa Valley red wine. This is 2016, 75 bucks a bottle, 14.6 on the alcohol. It's 60% Cab, 40% Cab Franc, 22 months in 60% new oak. Need to get some more Tennessee barbecue there, Teresa. Had a wonderful time out in Memphis some years ago with a good friend. That's awesome. Alright. Picking up nice cigar box on the aroma here. A little smokiness to it. Black cherry, black pepper. Kind of a crushed gravel, if you will, on the kind of minerality characteristic. This has got an awesome palate. Black currant, blackberry, hazelnut, nice cocoa, kind of chocolate. That's wonderful. Fantastic. Still picking up that black cherry on the finish. Medium to long finish on this guy. Got a little bit more grip. Medium tannin structure. Definitely picking up more of the grape tannins on this guy, kind of on the upper and lower lip. Balanced acidity as well, though. That's awesome. That just hangs on. Colin again, my man. Fantastic job with these wines. Loving it. And then checking out the 2016 Napa Valley Cab next. Steve, which wine did you try from them? That's awesome to hear. Yeah, great stuff. Okay, 16 Napa Cab, same price as the red wine, 75 bucks. This is 100% pure varietal Cabernet Sauvignon. This is 22 months in the barrel, 80% new oak, 14.8% alcohol. And here we go. Nice, Camus Cab is fantastic, Josie. Definitely love their special select. Been building a vertical of that. Great stuff. Nice dark chocolate on the aromas. A little floral like lavender. Brambleberry, picking up the baking spices again. That's awesome. Dark plum on the palate, black currant, nice sweet vanilla, a little toasted oak. Definitely picking up the black currant on the finish here. Definitely this is the boldest wine out of the portfolio. Medium to long finish again. Rich mouthfeel, just coating the palate here. Balanced acidity, medium plus tannins on this guy. Definitely a little richer and fuller bodied. That's fantastic. Do a nice like ground wagyu like beef burger. Put a fried egg on top. Get some grilled onions. This cab is gonna be singing. Colin, my man, thanks again so much for sharing your family's wines with us. Bydand again, really excited about. Definitely look forward to sharing this with you guys when you come to visit. But checking out, this was the Cab 2016, also 75 bucks. Colin again, amazing wines. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, I'll do a little more shuffle. All right. G-Money in the house. How's it going? Good to see you, Georgia. Nice. Awesome to hear Steve on the red wine. That was tasting really good for the Bydand stuff. I think the Cab this morning was definitely speaking my language, and it still is. But I would say right now, out of the bigger reds, I think the red wine was kind of tipping the scales just slightly. But awesome to hear. So next we have a really special producer, excited to head up into the north part of Sonoma County. We haven't done anything from Alexander Valley. They are located all the way up in the top north and east. They're almost the farthest east Appalachian. Really warm, famous for all the Bordeaux varietals, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec coming up there. Some of the best cabs for Sonoma County coming out of Alexander Valley, definitely. Skipstone, beautiful estate. It's a 200-acre kind of expansive property, almost in like this kind of rolling canyon, if you will, up against the benchland of the Mayacamas Mountains up in Alexander Valley. It was founded in 2001 by Fari and Constant Diner. They again 200 acres, 30 of those are planted. And then really cool history with an extremely famous, probably some would argue the most famous male winemaker on the planet, Philippe Melka. And this was his first Sonoma project. Producing awesome wines. First vintage was in 05 and Philippe came on in 06. So they've had him for an extremely long time. 1,500 cases total. The property is fully biodynamic, so using nature to fight nature. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like organic on steroids. So you create your own ecosystem, nothing can enter or exit. You use nature to fight nature, so instead of spraying insecticides and stuff like that, you have insectaries and planting beneficial plants that will attract beneficial bugs to kill off the bad bugs. Using sheep and ducks and geese and pigs to kind of till and add their own fertilizer to the soil, if you will. But it really increases just the characteristics of the wine. I'm a big fan and proponent of biodynamic farming. A lot of my favorite wineries, a couple others, Repris, Hansel, doing amazing stuff in Sonoma with biodynamic farming. So checking out some cool stuff from them. They also make an amazing olive oil off of their property as well. But starting off with their Viognier. This is a 2018 Alexander Valley. It goes for $70. It's 14.3% on the alcohol. It's pure varietal, 100% Viognier. It's aged 71% of the juice for 15 months and 35% new oak. And then 20% of that goes into concrete eggs, adds a little minerality content to it. And then 9% in stainless steel drums to just keep that vibrancy and that freshness to it. Super excited about this. So Viognier again, like Grenache, also a Rhone varietal. Besides Italy and Germany as kind of being the hardest areas to learn about wine, the Italians, they just had like a couple of drunk guys centuries ago that just made a ton of varietals out of 5,000 grapes known to man. They've got like 2,500 or 3,000 of them. And then German wines, amazing stuff out there. I don't speak German and trying to pronounce their stuff is like super hard. And then outside of that, I would say the Rhone in France is the most challenging place to learn when you're learning about France. Burgundy's easy. It's 2 grapes, it's a white and a red. Bordeaux's not too crazy. It's a couple whites, handful of reds. And then Rhone went a little off the cliff, and they've got, I think like 13 or 14 reds, and then like 8 or 9 whites. But Viognier is the biggest cheerleader out there. It's the most famous white wine for the Rhone area. If you ever had like a little Marsanne, Roussanne, also kind of stepchildren coming out of the Rhone, amazing wines as well. But Viognier has kind of the weight and the body of a Chardonnay. It's definitely a little richer mouthfeel texture, but going a little bit more of kind of stone fruit and tropical fruit characteristics typically. So let's check it out. Super excited. Cassidy in the house, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Okay. White peach picking up, just huge, jumping out of the glass. Nectarine, roasted pear. Get some nice apricot. That's one for lychee. Nice refreshing palate. Not too cloying. A lot of Viogniers can sometimes kind of have like an oily characteristic to them. This does not have that. Probably the egg fermentations and also in the stainless steel tank, it's kind of keeping that vibrancy, as I mentioned again, is really helping with that. Just wonderful. Apricot again on the palate. All over this little green apple again, kind of a nice brightness to it. That's wonderful. Good minerality as well, kind of a clay. That's wonderful. Yeah, it really has this elegance, kind of a leanness again. Kind of really picking that up. That's wonderful. Apricot again on the finish. Medium finished, balanced all around on this guy. Acidity balanced, kind of bright. Not overtaking by any sense of the word. Awesome Viognier, Skipstone. Keep it up, Philippe. Amazing wines as always. Patricia is a wonderful host out there. They have an amazing team at Skipstone. Can't wait to share this property with everyone. Let you come out. Gorgeous grounds. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to jump into some kind of heavier reds. We're going to start off with their preface, which is a proprietary red wine. It's also out of Alexander Valley. Also goes for $70. And this is 14.5 on the alcohol. It's 92% Merlot and then 4% each of Cab Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon. All from the estate here up at Skipstone. It goes 18 months in the barrel in 66% new oak. So super excited. Beb 1014 in the house. Right. A little palate cleanse real quick. Really nice anise, cinnamon, clove, getting some of those baking spices again coming out. Nice red currant, tobacco. That's got a wonderful, wonderful bouquet. These are definitely some heavier wines. I would definitely decant these guys, or you could also lay them down. They will definitely go the distance. I would definitely decant for an hour or so before enjoying them. Definitely have some wonderful weight and some bravado to them. Really, really nice. Picking up cranberry, red cherry on the palate. Still some of those baking spices like nutmeg, a little hint of pine. That's wonderful. I will say, so left bank and right bank, I think I might have touched on this on the last episode. Left bank's are predominantly Cab heavy with a little Merlot, a little Cab Franc. Right bank's going to be the Cab Franc and Merlot dominant factors. Personally, I'm more of a right bank fan myself. Chateau Cheval Blanc's one of my favorite wines. Me and Katie had a bottle of that on our honeymoon in South Africa. Always had kind of a sweet spot for me. Again, Merlot, amazing, amazing varietal. More Merlot is planted in Bordeaux than Cabernet Sauvignon is, and I just don't think it gets its credit where it's due. This is big and bold. If you blind tasted someone on this, I think they would have a hard time guessing this was almost 100%, 92% Merlot. Really, really nice mouthfeel. Getting some toasted oak on the finish. Medium finish, bolder tannins again, but not over the top or anything like that. Really balanced acidity. Awesome, awesome wine again. 2017 preface from Skipstone, all at Alexander Valley, $70 on that guy. And now we're going to go to one of my sweet spots, what I was just talking about. This is the Skipstone Faultline Vineyard, and this is going to be a right bank blend. Jaime in the house, my good man, good to see you. Been meaning to comment on your running. You have completely hulked out, and I need to start exercising and working out more. It's been a nice light there for me to get off my ass. But hope you're doing well, good sir. Can't wait to start seeing you again as well. Bianca Miller, how's it going? Christine Scott, thanks again so much for joining us. All right. So this is a 2016 Faultline Vineyard, also Alexander Valley, from the Skipstone Estate Properties, $180 a bottle. It's 15% on the alcohol. It's 60% Cab Franc and 40% Merlot. Does 19 months and 65% new oak. Oh, I just love this wine. This has a wonderful bouquet and aroma too. This is great. Picking up forest floor on the aroma, little cedar wood, blueberry, red currant, really, really yummy. Nice pepper. Dark chocolate. This is awesome. Even a little floral notes, violet coming through. Really yummy. Awesome line. It's got some gumption to it. Black cherry on the finish. Medium and long finish on this guy. It's hanging on a lot more. Definitely medium plus tannins. Getting a little more of the oak ones too on this guy. A little grippiness in the back of the throat. Still a little of the grape too, kind of bouncing between. And then balanced acidity though. And then again, just full mouthfeel. Really, really nice. Awesome, awesome lines. Again, super excited. Faultland, this is a right bank blend. 180 a bottle, 2016 from Skipstone. All right. Now we're going to check out their Cabernet Sauvignon. This was known as the Oliver's Blend. It's 2016. This is 165 a bottle. It's 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, 14.9% alcohol, and then 18 months and 65% new oak. I'm really excited for this. This is their boldest wine as well that Skipstone makes for this lineup. A little bacon fat on the nose. Definitely getting some darker fruits, plum, dark cherry. A little bit of that baking spice clove coming through pretty strong. A little anise. Really nice mouthfeel on this guy. Black tea on the palate. White pepper, still getting that anise again. A little hazelnut. This is a big boy. A little minerality too, graphite. Really nice. Blackberry on the finish. Medium to long finish as well. Holding on. Balanced acidity. Tannins are definitely the strongest of what we've had today, but still in balance, in harmony, not overwhelming. But definitely you could go the distance again with this wine. 15, 20 years, I wouldn't see a problem laying this down. Mouthfeel again, silky, rich, nice and full. Awesome, awesome wine again, dude. Like a nice shepherd's pie, kind of a cold winter's night would be fantastic with this. Really loving it. Awesome. So Skipstone Oliver's Blend Cab, 165 a bottle, 2016. Super excited for all these guys again. If you're interested in any of these, would love to check any out. Please reach out to me directly. Again, all the wineries are offering some pretty cool assortments and special pricing and so forth. Again, just a quick recap. We did a TP Reserve to start, Chardonnay, and a Grenache, both $24.99 a bottle, and then a red wine Bordeaux blend for $34.99 a bottle. With Bydand, we started with a Chardonnay at $42, and then we did two different Pinot Noirs, $48 and $58 a bottle, and then we did a red wine blend and a Cab for $75. And then with Skipstone, we did a Viognier for $70, a proprietary red Merlot dominant blend for $70, and then we did a right bank blend Faultline Reserve for $180, and the Oliver's Blend Cab for $165. But thanks guys so much again. Super excited to see you next week and share some more. If you have any questions, comments, anything we changed differently, please let me know. And like always, hug your loved ones and wash your hands.